I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Hey, it's Brittany hanging out at Los Rages, second annual Los Rages Festival. We're actually hanging out with Meal of Clutch. How are you?
I'm well, how are you?
I'm doing very well. So you guys just wrapped up recording with Vance. How was that?
It was awesome. We were only there 3 weeks. We managed to bang out 15 songs. It's done in the bag, and he was a joy to work with, and it's a great sounding record, and we're really pleased with the way it came out.
I'm super excited to hear what you guys were working on. I watched all of your behind the scenes videos. Thought that was super cool. It seemed like you guys jived with Vance super well.
You know, Vance is one of us. He comes from a live background. He toured Tanya Tucker, country initially, and then he does rock and roll as well. So he understands the live parameters. He didn't go to fancy audio school directly into the studio. He paid his dues, and I think that's an education you can't buy.
Yeah. When you guys got to do it live, like as a band, during the whole process too, is that a lot easier for you?
Oh, for sure. It's light years easier because we've been doing it for so long. There's all these little subconscious cues that we all receive and give to each other, whether John Paul's fill is a little different or Tim's solo is a little different, that everyone else will react to.
Yeah.
And instead of just cutting, overdubs as your basic track, that's very clinical. It's not fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, just kind of seeing the dynamic between you guys on stage, obviously one of the best live bands ever, bringing that kind of into the studio, it has to be light years better, like you said. So I'm super excited to hear what you guys were working on. For you, working with Vance, what was the best part or your favorite part about working with him?
How easy it was. At the time, honestly, every time I would go home, I felt like I hadn't accomplished anything during the day, and I was really worried. And then all of a sudden, when things started getting towards the end, I was like, "Wow, we actually made a record." It wasn't like pulling teeth. He's got a very laid-back approach to tracking vocals, and he mixes along the way, so it starts sounding better and better and better. And he likes to take frequent breaks for barbecue, which we can get down with.
Nice.
Doesn't make so much for good singing afterwards, but you choose your battles.
What's that slippery sound I hear in those vocals?
Yeah. You don't want a good sweat, meat sweat.
I got the meat sweats. Very cool. Well, do you guys have a title or anything for the record yet?
It's called Book of Bad Decisions.
Very cool. Book of Bad Decisions. What are some of the themes we can expect?
This record has a lot of, well, maybe not a lot, but instances where I look back into events of my own life or Clutch's career, took them and exaggerated them for purposes of drama. I've always been wary of that because I don't really like nostalgia.
Yeah.
But I also realize after 25 years, there's a whole catalog of experiences that I could take and draw from that. Sometimes getting inspired can be hard. When you listen to a song, you go, what's this one going to be about? And sometimes they come right out of the sky, sometimes no, they don't. And so that seemed like a good place to draw from.
Very cool. Well, I'm excited to hear it. I'm excited to see what you guys have been working on.
We'll play a new song tonight.
Oh, very cool. So you guys were you playing some of the new songs before you went into the studio?
Yep. There was only one song that we wrote in the studio, and that was because we did all 14.
Yeah.
And we had an agreement with Vance to do 15. We had a couple extra days, and we threw this thing together real quick. But we also know that it'll be easy to translate to live.
Very cool. Well, I'm excited to see that now. Super stoked. Thank you so much for hanging out.
No problem.
Before I let you go, though, I need to know, what is one of your favorite bands you're jamming out to right now?
There's a band from Nashville called All Them Witches.
Oh, very cool.
It sort of reminds me of the Animals era of Pink Floyd. Really cool psychedelic blues-based rock with lyrics you can understand, which I'm always a proponent of.
Yes.
And check them out. I just got hip to them. They've been around for a little bit.
Very cool.
And so check them out.
I see they're playing Aftershock, so I'll have to check them out there. I saw them on the lineup, and I'm like, All Them Witches, I like that name.
Yeah.
So that's going to be cool.
Great band. I've never seen them live, but their albums are great.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much for hanging out today.
Sure.
Good luck out there, and thanks for joining us at Los Rages.